PBS Kids, my childhood channel, had such shows, good or bad, such as Super Y, Word Girl, Sesame Street, Martha Speaks, Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, Dinosaur Train, Thomas and Friends, and more. There were also the mascots of Dash and Dot, who I adored. Dot was the sister of Dash, and Dash was the older brother who usually teaches exercise and had his own dance party game on the PBS Kids website. However, there was a dark secret about Dash. A secret so dark that PBS never let anybody see it at all until this day. Let's get this over with. It all started in July during my summer break. I was chilling at home eating some pizza until a knock on my door was heard. I went to open the door, and there was a green package that read PBS Kids. PBS Kids, huh? Taking a trip down memory lane wouldn't be so bad, I said to myself. I took the package inside and opened it. Inside the package was a DVD case. It had Dash on a green background with white text above him saying, Dash's favorite picks of the week. I didn't know they made these into DVDs, I thought. I took out the DVD and put it in the DVD player, getting ready to watch it. It started with the PBS Kids logo, but things were off. Dash had a malicious expression. His left and right pupils had red gleams. After that weird logo, it took me to the main menu. The menu was really nice to be looking at. It featured the main PBS Kids mascots, Dash, Dot, Dee, and Del, in multicolored boxes. I pressed play to watch all the episodes that were featured. It started at Super Y, the comic book, Attack of the Eraser, and ended at Word Girl, the Rise of Miss Power. Suddenly, a warning came up. It said this: Alert! This next episode features the old mascots of our channel, Dash and Dot, yet contains scenes of death and insults that is rather offensive, which is why we didn't air it. Please watch at your own risk. Thank you. Oh no, I gasped. It started out with Dash about to do his normal Pick of the Week segment, but something was off. He sounded and looked depressed, like he didn't want to be here. When Dash pulled the lever, a picture of him and Dot floated down. He picked up the picture and started to cry. Why did they have to take me away from Dot and my family? Dash cried. Suddenly, Dot walked to Dash and tried to reason with him. Dash? Dot asked. Are you okay? No, Dash cried. I am not okay. Why not? Dot questioned. Because those idiots at PBS Kids cut me out as a mascot. Dash sobbed. I was shocked to hear someone say idiot on a show. No, a channel for literal kids. Just then, it cut to Hawk Moth's lair from Ladybug and Cat Noir. Hawk Moth? I questioned in confusion and shock. What in the world is he doing here? PBS don't have rights to Miraculous, so why the heck was it here? What do we have here? Hawkmoth asked. A boy who is devastated that his creators are removing him from the place he calls home? He's perfect for my Akuma, Hawkmoth exclaimed. Just then, a butterfly flew into his hand. He turned the butterfly into an Akuma, and it flew off. "Fly away, my little Akuma," Hawkmoth told Akuma, "and evilize him." Back with Dash. He was still devastated about being removed. Just then, the Akuma entered his picture of him and Dot, causing an Akuma mask to appear over his eyes. Dash stopped sobbing and gasped. What the? Dash gasped. "Calm down, boy. I am only here to help you," Hawkmoth reassured. "You are?" Dash questioned. "I am Hawkmoth, and you are now Mr. Vengeance. Your creators have removed you from the place you call home, which has left you devastated. But I'm here to give you the power to get your revenge. The only thing I want you to do is bring me the miraculouses of Ladybug and Cat Noir." Hawkmoth explained. "Of course." Dash accepted. Dash got covered in purple smoke and turned into an akumatized villain now known as Mr. Vengeance. He looked like Super Dash from the old PBS Kids website, but his suit was black, red, and purple. His pupils were red, and he wore a mask. Dash?" Dot whimpered. "Is that you?" "I am no longer Dash, lil sis. I am Mr. Vengeance," Mr. Vengeance exclaimed. "Well, Mr. Vengeance," Dot said, concerned. "What are you gonna do now?" Dot stood back a bit. "I'm gonna get revenge on those guys for removing me," Mr. Vengeance yelled. What? Dot gasped. Mr. Vengeance then took out a katana and sliced Dot's head right off. Dot screamed in anguish as she was being sliced. It then cut to the PBS headquarters. Del and Dee were wondering when Dot was going to return. "I wonder when Dot will come back," Dee wondered. "Not sure," Del answered. "Maybe she was..." Del's sentence was interrupted as Mr. Vengeance bursted through the doors, startling them. "Dash?" Dee asked. "Is that you?" Del questioned in confusion. "Dash is no more. I am Mr. Vengeance," Mr. Vengeance answered. "What?" Del and Dee gasped. "Now tell me, where are the creators?" Mr. Vengeance demanded. "They removed you because they didn't need you anymore," Dee told Dash. "No kidding, Sherlock. That's why he came here," Del told Dee. "Where are the creators?" Mr. Vengeance yelled. "Well, they..." Dee stuttered. "That's it," Mr. Vengeance berated. "Say your last words." Mr. Vengeance took out a chainsaw and rammed up Dee and Del's chests up, and started playing the Two Guys, One Chainsaw audio that was shortened to fit the scene. Del and Dee screamed in agony as they were being murdered. Mr. Vengeance then looked at all of the show posters. "Time to pay all my favorite shows a visit," Mr. Vengeance said. It then cut to the book club at dusk. From Super Y, Alpha Pig, Wonder Red, Princess Presto, and Woofster were on duty. "Okay, Super Readers, listen up," Super Y spoke. "We're going to be on duty in case of anything happening." "Okay, Super Y," Alpha Pig reminded. "You got it," Wonder Red agreed. "We're on it," Princess Presto stated. Just then, they heard demonic laughter. "What was that?" Super Y gasped. "I hope it's not the Eraser escaping from his comic book," Alpha Pig whimpered. I don't think it is the Eraser," Wonder Red recapped. "Then who is it?" Princess Presto wondered. Just then, Mr. Vengeance flew in from outside of the book club. "Hey there, reading superheroes," Mr. Vengeance greeted sinisterly. "Dash?" Super Y questioned. "Is that you?" "I am not Dash anymore," Mr. Vengeance told the Super Readers. "I am now Mr. Vengeance." The Super Readers gasped in horror. "Now, it's time for you all to die," Mr. Vengeance exclaimed. "Wait!" Super Y gasped. "What do you want from us?" "All I want to do is change the story," Mr. Vengeance answered. "I don't like where this is going," Woofster mumbled. Mr. Vengeance then used his powers to rewrite the story. "Once upon a time, the brave Mr. Vengeance banished." It then showed the horrified Super Readers. "Our poor heroes to be banished to heck." Now I was even shocked to hear heck either. A portal to heck then appeared behind the Super Readers. Just then, Mr. Vengeance kicked the Super Readers into a portal as they were screaming in agony. The screaming continued until a fiery explosion was heard as the portal closed. "The end," Mr. Vengeance shouted while laughing maniacally. It then cut to Sid and his friends from Sid the Science Kid at school. Just then, May asked Sid a question. "Hey, Sid?" May asked Sid. "Yes, May?" Sid responded. "What is it?" "Dash has to be around here somewhere," May recapped. "Dash? Who's Dash?" Gerald asked. "Well, Gerald, Dash was..." But before Sid could finish his sentence, they heard evil laughter. Susie, Sid's teacher, heard the evil laughter and told the class to evacuate immediately. "Class, there is someone breaking in," Susie told the class. "So you have to evacuate." They all ran outside, only to meet Mr. Vengeance in front of them. "Hello there, digital puppets," Mr. Vengeance greeted. How did you know that we were digital puppets?" Sid questioned. "Fourth wall breaks," Mr. Vengeance responded. "Anyways, It's time for science class. He then summoned a fireball from his hand. Now, can anyone tell me what happens when fire comes in contact with something flammable? Mr. Vengeance asked. No one responded. Oh, so you all don't know. Alright then, Mr. Vengeance said as he charged the fireball directly at Sid and the others. Sid, Gabriella, May, Gerald, and Susie screamed in agony as they were being burned, while Mr. Vengeance laughed like crazy. The five all fell to the ground, dead, as Mr. Vengeance smiled. Class is dismissed, he said. Mr. Vengeance then flew off screen. But it was not over yet. It then cut to Fair City. Word Girl and Captain Huggyface were flying across the city looking for villains to fight. Okay, Huggy, Word Girl told Captain Huggyface. We have to stop someone evil. He's worse than Toby. Suddenly, Mr. Vengeance dropped down in front of them. Hey there, word heroes, Mr. Vengeance greeted sinisterly. Looking for evil to fight? Of course, Word Girl berated. We'll begin with you. You are worse than the butcher and Chuck the evil-making sandwich guy. Get ready to fight, Dash. She then flew to Mr. Vengeance and grabbed him by the neck for battle, but suddenly Mr. Vengeance vanished. What? Word Girl gasped. Where are you? Show yourself! Now! Stomping was heard. Captain Huggyface was making scared monkey noises. It's okay, Captain Huggyface. I'm here, Word Girl reassured him. Mr. Vengeance came back in a giant robot that looked like him. What the? Word Girl gasped the moment she saw Mr. Vengeance and his giant robot. Hasta la vista, spelling bee, Mr. Vengeance taunted. Mr. Vengeance laser beamed her and Captain Huggyface. Mr. Vengeance laser beamed her and Captain Huggyface. Word Girl and Captain Huggyface screamed in agony as they were being laser beamed. But it didn't sound like their fake screaming. But it sounded like if their voice actors, Dana Perman and James Adamian, were being in actual pain. But the episode was not over yet. It then cut to Word World. Just then, the main characters, dog, pig, bear, sheep, frog, ant, and bug, walked into the shot. Just then, Duck came running in. Fellas, we got a big problem, Duck stated. What is it, Duck? Frog asked. Dash, the former mascot of PBS Kids, is coming to wipe out everything in Word World, Duck told the Word friends. Dash? Sheep gasped. Who is he? I just said who he is, Duck sighed. We'll let him do it, Bear told Duck. What? Duck gasped. Why? Because we can just build words, Duck, Sheep reminded. We can build some weapons to defeat him. That's a good point, Duck stated. The Word friends then began building word weapons to stop Dash. However, when the words formed, they were realistic. They were a knife, a gun, a baseball bat, and an axe. Wait a minute, Frog gasped. These don't look like words. Just then, Mr. Vengeance flew down in front of them. Hey, nice weapons. Would you mind if I borrow them? Mr. Vengeance asked. No way, Duck yelled. We're gonna kill you with these. As soon as Duck said that, Mr. Vengeance flew around the word friends a couple of times to steal their weapons. You were saying? Mr. Vengeance asked. Aw, darn, Duck muttered. Well, that's just great. The word world narrator groaned. Sayonara, animal gamates, Mr. Vengeance taunted. Mr. Vengeance then used a knife, a gun, a baseball bat, an axe on the word friends. The word friends screamed in pain as they were being killed by Mr. Vengeance as he laughed hysterically. As the word friends all fell to the ground dead, Mr. Vengeance said this. What starts with D and ends with H? Death? The word world narrator asked nervously. Correct, Mr. Vengeance answered. Mr. Vengeance then used a chainsaw and rammed the narrator. The word world narrator began to scream in agony as he was being sawed. After that, he flew away to the next PBS Kids show as it cut to black again. It then faded to show Daniel Tiger, his family, and his friends riding on the trolley where they were going to Baker Acres Bakery. I can't wait to get some chocolate chip cookies, Daniel spoke eagerly. Me too, Miss Elena also cheered. Now, everyone, Daniel's dad told the others. Hold your horses. We're going to be there in a few minutes. Suddenly, Mr. Vengeance dropped down in front of the trolley, causing it to stop dead in its tracks. Hey there, neighborhood kitties, Mr. Vengeance greeted sinisterly. Excuse me, sir, Daniel asked. Can you move out of the way, please? We need to go to Baker Acres Bakery to get some chocolate chip cookies for my friend O. Oh, really? Why? Mr. Vengeance asked. Because it's my birthday, O replied. Oh, it's the O Blue Owl's birthday, Mr. Vengeance asked. Well then, leave it all up to me. Really? Daniel and O asked. Mr. Vengeance then lifted the trolley by using his super strength and flew to a nearby cliff. What are you doing? Daniel gasped. But, I thought we were going to Baker Acres Bakery, Prince Wednesday exclaimed. Sorry, neighbors, but it's for your own good, Mr. Vengeance told them. Now, sayonara, O, and happy birthday to you, O. Mr. Vengeance then proceeded to throw everyone off the cliff, as I could hear everyone's screams, including Margaret's cries. Mr. Vengeance laughed at the sight of Daniel and his friends falling off the cliff. Then it cut to black again. But it wasn't over yet. It then cut to cyberspace from Cyberchase. Just then, the main characters, Matt, Jackie, Inez, and Digit walked into the shot. "Remember, guys," Jackie asked Matt, Inez, and Digit, "someone's gonna delete the whole cyberspace." "Yeah," Digit agreed. "Dash, the former mascot of PBS Kids, will come and destroy the whole cyberspace." "I swear the creators make some stupid decisions sometimes." Matt, I swear the creators make some stupid decisions sometimes, Matt said as he broke the fourth wall. I was very shocked to hear Matt break the fourth wall. Then I referenced Inez's catchphrase. "Uh-oh," I gasped. "This is not good. This is not good at all." "Matt, since when did you learn to break the fourth wall?" Inez asked. Matt stuttered before Mr. Vengeance flew down in front of the gang. "Hello, cyber freaks," Mr. Vengeance greeted. "Hey," Digit berated. "Don't call us that." "Why are you here anyway?" Matt asked. "To install a virus, of course," Mr. Vengeance answered. "What?" Matt, Jackie, Inez, and Digit gasped. Mr. Vengeance then grabbed a computer and began installing a virus. "No! Wait!" Jackie shouted, but it was too late. Cyberspace started to glitch out as Matt, Jackie, Inez, and Digit watched in horror. "Say goodbye, virus preventers," Mr. Vengeance said as he teleported away. Eventually, the four began to glitch out as well as they screamed in agony. Then, the Cyber Squad glitched out completely, but the episode was not over yet. It cut to the dinosaur train on train tracks. It then showed Buddy and Tiny sitting next to each other, but then I noticed that Buddy looked scared about something. "Hey, Buddy," Tiny spoke obviously concernedly. "What's wrong?" "Dash is going to make all the dinosaurs extinct," Buddy told Tiny. "Dash?" Tiny gasped. "Who is he?" "Well, from what I could tell, Dash was..." But before Buddy could finish his sentence, Mr. Vengeance crashed into the train. "Hey there, dinosaurs," Mr. Vengeance greeted sinisterly. "Where are you riding the stupid and dumb train to, huh?" Buddy got mad as Mr. Vengeance said that. "You take that back right now," Buddy yelled. "No one calls the dinosaur train stupid or dumb." "That is pretty rude of you," Mr. Vengeance stated. "But I am just here to..." Right before Mr. Vengeance could finish his sentence, the dinosaurs roared at him. Mr. Vengeance just stood there with a blank expression. The dinosaurs realized it did not work at all. "Is this how you tell people off?" Mr. Vengeance asked in confusion. "Yes. Now let us pass," Tiny berated. "Never!" Mr. Vengeance yelled. "I'm having steak for dinner tonight. Mr. Conductor," Buddy shouted, "step on the gas quickly." "You got it, Buddy," Mr. Conductor told Buddy. Mr. Conductor then stepped on the gas pedal, and it started to zoom right towards the time tunnel, with Mr. Vengeance after them. "Hasta la vista, dinosaurs," Mr. Vengeance reminded. "What are you doing?" Buddy questioned. Mr. Vengeance then kicked the dinosaur train off the tracks and it exploded. The only thing I can hear is the dinosaurs roaring in anguish. But it was not over yet. It then showed Pinguia. Wait, what? Mr. Vengeance said. I thought I deleted all of this place. Just then, the Cyber Chase characters Fluff, Emperor Pinguia, and Bernie walked into the shot. Oh boy, I'm very excited to see Dash, Fluff said. Yeah, me too, Bernie agreed. Suddenly, the God Penguin went into the shot. Boss, we have a problem, he said. What is it? Emperor Pinguia asked. Dash, the old mascot PBS. Dash, the old mascot of PBS, is here to wipe out everything in Pinguia. He got cancelled in 2013, the God Penguin said. Dash, who is he? Fluff asked. He just asked who he is, Bernie sighed. Oh my, we'll let him do it, Emperor Pinguia said. What? Why not? Bernie asked. What? Why not? Bernie asked. Well, I suppose we could make weapons, Emperor Pinguia said. That's a great idea, Fluff said. Suddenly, Mr. Vengeance flew down in front of them. Hey, would you mind if I can have all the weapons? Mr. Vengeance asked. No. We're killing you with, no. We're killing you with those, Emperor Pinguia yelled. As soon as Emperor Pinguia said that, Mr. Vengeance flew around the penguins a couple of times to steal their weapons. You were saying? Ah, dang it. You were saying? Ah, damn it. Mr. Vengeance said. I was very shocked. No one has ever cussed in a PBS show before. Well, that's just great. Emperor Pinguia groaned. Sayonara, penguins, Mr. Vengeance taunted. He used his ice powers on the penguins. Fluff, Bernie, Emperor Pinguia, and the God Penguin screamed in anguish as they were being frozen by Mr. Vengeance as he laughed hysterically. The penguins are frozen, Mr. Vengeance said. Now, let's get to the next PBS show. It then cut to Studio G from Fetch with Ruff Ruffman. Ruff Ruffman was showing his contestants from the third season. The challenge was about being on night duty. All right, fetchers, Ruff Ruffman spoke. Tonight, we have to be on night duty in case of anything happening, because Dash is coming. Dash? Noelle gasped. Who is he, anyway? Well, I could say he was the former mascot of PBS Kids, and before Ruff Ruffman could finish his sentence, demonic laughter was heard. The contestants and Ruff looked around. Blossom, Chet, Ruff Ruffman called out. I hear something. What is it, Ruff? Blossom spoke. What's going on? Chet asked. This was shocking to me. Blossom and Chet have never spoken before. You can talk? Ruffman gasped. You're literally a talking dog, Chet stated. Yeah, Blossom agreed. You knew you were an orange talking dog. Just then, the lights in Ruff's house turned off, and when they turned back on, Mr. Vengeance was behind them. Sorry, Canine, Mr. Vengeance told them, but this is a hostile makeover. Hostile what? Ruffman gasped. The TV suddenly cut to static, but all the contestants can hear was the screaming of Ruff, Blossom, and Chet, and the demonic laughter of Mr. Vengeance. What happened? Jay questioned. I don't know, DJ answered. Just then, Mr. Vengeance crawled out of the TV. The kids screamed as they saw Mr. Vengeance. Hello, kid contestants, Mr. Vengeance greeted sinisterly. Today, we will be learning about a human's body part as part of Fetch with Mr. Vengeance. What? The contestants gasped. Mr. Vengeance then took out Ruffman's brain, causing the contestants to scream in horror. Who would like to go first? Mr. Vengeance screamed. None of the contestants said a word. No? Okay, Mr. Vengeance replied as he took out a freeze ray. Say freeze! Mr. Vengeance yelled. What? The contestants gasped. Mr. Vengeance used his freeze ray on the contestants. The contestants screamed in anguish as they were being frozen, but it was not over yet. It then cut to the big wide world from Peep in the Big Wide World, and I swore there were all of the shows aired on GBH. Peep, Quack, and Chirp were playing with each other. Isn't this great, guys? Peep asked. Sure is, Chirp spoke. I agree, Quack told Peep. There's absolutely nothing that can go wrong. Just then, Peep saw a familiar shadow. Huh? Peep asked, confused as he looked at the shadow. Guys, whose shadow is this? Chirp and Quack ran into the shot and saw the shadow, which turned out to be Mr. Vengeance. Dash? Dash? Chirp asked. Is that you? Sorry, birdies, but Dash is gone, Mr. Vengeance replied. There is only Mr. Vengeance! What are you talking about? Chirp questioned in fear. I don't know, Quack told Peep. It's Dash shaped. I don't know, Quack told Peep. It's Dash shaped. Dash shaped? Chirp panicked. Uh-oh. Peep, Chirp, and Quack looked up and gasped. The shadow belonged to Mr. Vengeance. Just then, Mr. Vengeance grabbed the three birds in a net and teleported to a deep fryer. Ready to get fried, birdies? Mr. Vengeance asked the birds. How about no? Peep berated. Well, too bad, Mr. Vengeance berated, because I'm about to make fried chicken. Mr. Vengeance then threw the birds into the fryer. Peep, Quack, and Chirp screamed in agony as they were being fried, whilst Mr. Vengeance laughed at their misery. I don't want to be fried chicken, guys, Peep cried. Me too, Chirp shouted. Anyone help us, Quack yelled. This green guy's frying us. After 19 seconds, the 3 birds were cooked into chicken nuggets. Looks nice and toasty, Mr. Vengeance replied as he began to chow down on what were Peep, Chirp, and Quack. But it was not over yet. It then cut to the Tuga from Wild Kratts. Just then, the main characters, Martin, Chris, Koki, Aviva, and Jimmy Z walked into the shot. Remember, we're on night duty in case of Dash happening. Koki spoke. Dash? Martin gasped. Who's he? Well, Chris thought, he was the former mascot of PBS Kids, and he was... Right before Chris could finish his sentence, they heard demonic laughter. What was that? What was that? Jimmy Z gasped. I hope it isn't Zach Varmitek. Aviva whimpered. Aviva whimpered. Just then, Mr. Vengeance teleported in front of the gang. Hey there, Animal Squad, Mr. Vengeance greeted sinisterly. What do you want from us? Martin asked in fear. All I want is to teach you about some snakes. All I want is to teach you about snakes, Mr. Vengeance answered as he took out some snakes in his hands. Wait, before you kill us, I have to ask. What did you do with our enemies? Chris asked. Oh, long story short, I killed them all, Mr. Vengeance explained. What? Chris, Martin, Koki, Aviva, and Jimmy Z gasped. Snakes! Snakes, Mr. Vengeance told the snakes. Bite this Animal Squad's arms. The snakes slithered to the animal rescuers and bit them as they screamed in anguish. The snakes continued to bite down on the animal rescuers and swallowed them whole. But it was not over yet. It then cut to Peg and her friend Kat having a conversation. Did you notice anything strange, Kat? Peg asked Kat. Maybe. Dash is coming for us, Kat told Peg. Dash? Dash? Peg asked, confused. Who is he? Well, I guess he was the former mascot of PBS Kids, and... Right before Kat could finish his sentence was cut off by Mr. Vengeance teleporting in front of Peg and Kat. Peg and Kat gasped as they saw Mr. Vengeance. Hello, little math girl in blue cat, Mr. Vengeance greeted sinisterly. What do you want from us? Cat asked in fear. All I want to do is to make math, Mr. Vengeance stated. Is that why you have that twig just like mine? Peg questioned. Sure does, Mr. Vengeance answered. Prepare to die. Mr. Vengeance then used his twig to draw a portal that resembled heck. Adios, suckers, Mr. Vengeance mocked as he kicked Peg and Cat into the portal. Peg and Cat screamed in agony as they were falling until a fiery explosion was heard. It then cut to Clifford, Cleo, and T-Bone having a conversation. Did you hear about Dash? Clifford? Cleo spoke. Dash? Clifford asked, confused. Who is he? I could tell, T-Bone told the others. He was the former mascot of PBS Kids, and before T-Bone could finish his sentence, they heard evil laughter. Is that the guy you were talking about? Cleo wondered. Maybe, T-Bone whimpered. Mr. Vengeance then dropped down in front of Clifford and his friends. Hey there, doggies, Mr. Vengeance greeted sinisterly. Up for a game of hide and seek? Yeah, we are, Clifford told Mr. Vengeance. Indeed, Mr. Vengeance replied. Better hide quick, or else you are it. Clifford, Cleo, and T-Bone ran to different places to hide. It cut to T-Bone hiding behind a bush. I hope he doesn't find me, T-Bone shivered. Just then, Mr. Vengeance popped up behind him. Uh-oh, T-Bone gasped. What are you doing? I am here to kill you, Mr. Vengeance told T-Bone. Mr. Vengeance rammed T-Bone up in the chest with a butcher's knife as he screamed in agony. It then cut to Cleo and Clifford still running for their lives. Just then, Mr. Vengeance teleported in front of them. Well, Mr. Vengeance told Cleo and Clifford as he pulled out a flamethrower. Say your last words, doggies. Mr. Vengeance then triggered the flamethrower and burned Clifford and Cleo. Clifford and Cleo screamed in anguish as they were being burned. It then cut to the city from Curious George. The man with the yellow hat and George were on their way to a museum. Hey, George, the man with the yellow hat asked. What is it? George spoke. This was shocking to me. George has never talked before. George? The man with the yellow hat gasped, confused. You can talk? Heck yeah, I can talk, George told the man with the yellow hat. But did you hear about Dash? Dash? The man with the yellow hat asked, confused. Who is Dash, anyway? He was the former mascot of PBS Kids, and he was no longer. Before George could finish his sentence, they arrived at the museum. Mr. Vengeance was at the entrance. Dash? The man with the yellow hat questioned. Is that you? I am not Dash, but Mr. Vengeance. Mr. Vengeance answered. Really? George whimpered. Because you want to show us the exhibit? Yeah, the man with the yellow hat agreed. What exhibit is it called? The Mr. Vengeance exhibit, Mr. Vengeance replied. Now follow me. The man with the yellow hat and George nodded in agreement and walked inside the exhibit. But when they came in, the exhibit looked rather strange. It had creepy clay models of animals. What is all this? The man with the yellow hat questioned in horror. These are the statues I made, Mr. Vengeance stated. Really? The man with the yellow hat asked, confused. It looks so creepy. Of course it is, Mr. Vengeance replied. What do you think of it? Creepy. Creepy? The man with the yellow hat asked in horror. Of course it is, Mr. Vengeance answered as he took out a flamethrower. Say your last words. Mr. Vengeance then triggered his flamethrower and burned George and the man with the yellow hat with it. George and the man with the yellow hat screamed in agony as they were being burnt. Just then, George and the man with the yellow hat fell to the ground, charred. It then cut to Tidmouth Sheds, where the original STEAM team, Thomas, Percy, James, Gordon, Henry, Emily, Edward, and Toby, were having a conversation. It was in live-action style. I was relieved. Percy? Thomas spoke first, with no narrator explaining. What is it, Thomas? Percy asked Thomas. Dash, the former mascot of PBS Kids, is coming to scrap us, Thomas told the engines. Dash? James questioned. Who is he? Well, I could tell he was, began Gordon. Right before he could finish his sentence, they heard demonic chuckling in the background. Trembling tracks, Emily whimpered. What was that? Bubbling boilers, Henry gasped. I think it is the former mascot of PBS Kids. Of course it is, Edward answered. Here he comes, Toby stuttered. Mr. Vengeance dropped down in front of all the engines, startling them. Hey there, engines, Mr. Vengeance greeted sinisterly. I, Mr. Vengeance, am about to scrap you all. What? The engines gasped. Mr. Vengeance teleported all of the engines to the smelter's yard. I was surprised to see this nightmarish place since Series 12. Ready to get scrapped, engines? Mr. Vengeance asked. No, Thomas angrily told Mr. Vengeance. That is too bad, Mr. Vengeance berated. Because I am about to scrap you all. Mr. Vengeance used the grabber from Stepney Gets Lost and picked up the engines one by one. Thomas, Percy, James, Henry, Gordon, Emily, Edward, and Toby all screamed as they were being scrapped by the grabber and then dropped in the pit one by one. Mr. Vengeance laughed at all the damage he was causing. This is all way too good for me. No one will stop me now. This is all way too good for me. No one will stop me now, Mr. Vengeance yelled. It then showed a montage of Mr. Vengeance killing other PBS Kids characters from their respective shows, like Arthur, DW, Buster, Binky, Francine, Muffy, Martha, Skits, Helen, Maya, Miguel, Elmo, Big Bird, Cookie Monster, Grover, Oscar, Abby, Bert, Ernie, the Count, Zoe, Rosita, the Cat in the Hat, Things 1 and 2, Sally, Conrad, Bob, Scoop, Muck, Dizzy, Rolly, Lofty, Benny, Wendy, Spud, Pilchard, Molly, Tui, Grandpa Nat, Eleanor, Ari, Olive, Agent Olive and Otto, Xavier Riddle, Yadina Riddle, Brad Meltzer, Burpee, Luna, Leo, Andy, Carmen, Lucita, AJ, Sarah, Benny, Mr. Sparks, Furblur, Malik, Zadie, and Zalik, Rosie, Pinkalicious, and Peter. Malik, Zadie, Zeke, Rosie, Pinkalicious, and Peter. After that gruesome montage, it cut back to the PBS Kids headquarters, and just then, Mr. Vengeance flew down in front of the building. Time to teach those creators a lesson, Mr. Vengeance stated. He blasted the door open, and there stood the creators. He blasted the door open, and there stood the He blasted the door open, and there stood the creators. There you are, Mr. Vengeance spotted. However, the creators resembled Paula Kurger and Jonathan Barzilay. Dash? Barzilay gasped. I thought we got rid of you. Well, you thought wrong, Mr. Vengeance stated. And why would you do that in a kids' channel? Kurger questioned angrily. Shut up, you stupid creators. I'm not Dash anymore. I am Mr. Vengeance, Mr. Vengeance berated. And I'm here to enact my revenge on you two for removing me, Mr. Vengeance stated. Uh-oh, Barzilay muttered. It then suddenly cut to static, so I couldn't see clearly. But the only things I could hear were Mr. Vengeance's evil laughter and the screams of Barzilay and Kurger. When the static cleared, Barzilay and Kurger were dead. Good job, Mr. Vengeance. Now, get me the miraculouses. I think not, Hawkmoth, Mr. Vengeance said. Mr. Vengeance teleported into his lair. What are you doing? Hawkmoth demanded. Sorry, Mr. Moth, Mr. Vengeance said as he grabbed a shotgun from his pockets. But it's for the best. You're betraying me? Hawkmoth gasped. Mr. Vengeance, however, didn't respond as he shot Hawkmoth in the chest as he fell to his knees. How could you? Hawkmoth weakly said as he fell to the ground and bled out. I'm my own man, Hawkmoth, Mr. Vengeance said while chuckling. Curse you, Miss. Curse you, Mr. However, Hawkmoth had already blacked out, meaning that he died. I gasped at what happened. I couldn't believe Mr. Vengeance killed Hawkmoth after getting akumatized. Now, to blow up the PBS Kids headquarters, Mr. Vengeance stated as he laughed evilly. It cut to the PBS Kids headquarters where Mr. Vengeance put a bunch of dynamite around it. This is gonna be a real blast, Mr. Vengeance joked. Mr. Vengeance choked. Get it? Blast? Mr. Vengeance then flew away to avoid the explosion. The screen then cut to black. The only thing I could hear is the dynamite exploding. Once the screen cut back, it showed the PBS Kids headquarters on fire, in Michael Bay style like. And I could hear screams from every PBS Kids character from their shows, including Barcelay and Kurger. Just then, Mr. Vengeance flew down in front of the screen, causing me to flinch in horror. Hello, fools, Mr. Vengeance greeted. Guess what? I have killed every PBS Kids character from their shows. I also killed my creators, Barcelay and Kurger. Because you know what? Because you know what? And to anyone who's watching this, I'm coming for you and your show next. Good night and say goodbye. Mr. Vengeance then burst into laughter and flew off into the sky again as the screen faded to black, ending the movie. I thought it was all over. So I went up to the DVD player to take out the DVD until a jump scare came on screen. It showed an edited picture of Wyatt Beanstalk from Super Y from the episode Pinocchio, where he realized he told his mom a lie, but his eyes were black with glowing red pupils, and there was blood covering the screen. The sounds of screaming were heard in the background. Even James's scream in the smelter's yard scene from Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Even James's scream in the smelter's yard scene from Thomas and the Magic Railroad, and the Teletubbies' screams from the band episode Seesaw when they saw the scary lion. Afterwards, I was taken back to the menu. Shocked at what I had to witness, I took the disc out of the DVD, went outside, and threw it at a lake. I was never able to look at the PBS Kids branding in interstitials. Not even Dash's dance party the same way after the horrifying discovery. The end.